Hey everybody, this is Rich and Katie down along the river. Rich's River Smokers, West Virginia. And we have the results from our last competition at the New Holland Summerfest in New Holland, Pennsylvania. I'll go off by saying now that it's a pretty tough field up there. It's in Amish country, no doubt. Horse and buggies up and down the street, clippity-clop, all hours of the day and night.
Yeah, that was quite entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. There was, let's see, 65, I'll say 65 of some of the best teams in the area. And those who don't know where New Holland is, it's about 2.5 hours that way. Northeast, over on the east side of Pennsylvania. Beautiful country. So here's our results. As you can tell, we didn't have a good cook. We come off some pretty nice, we come off a high in Crisfield, and I tried to carry that over in the New Holland, but it didn't work out that way. So here we go. 40th place in chicken out of 65 with a 977, 889, 988, 988, 988, 978. Now, if you got 65 teams, you know, that's not too shabby. I mean, the score was relatively, I mean, we got a 161, which is 10 points below Crisfield. That was 40th place in chicken. And we got any comment cards in chicken. Yeah, we got quite a few of these yellow things. No, none in the chicken. No. So, don't know what was wrong with the chicken. I think it was I don't know what it was. Chicken. I don't know what. There was nothing to help me with chicken. We thought the chicken box looked exceptionally well. But there was no feedback. The only thing I can say is they didn't like the tender. The tenderness was good. Taste was good. So, like I said, there's 65 teams, and everybody but me did a good job on chicken, except for a couple people below me. I just don't know what the mistake was with chicken. I don't know if it was not tender enough or whatever. But I'm thinking it was a little underdone. But whatever. Too late now, right? So we're going to pork ribs. Now, here we thought we had pork ribs under control in Crisfield, where we got a 6th place. We got a 56th place pork ribs here in New Holland, and I'm ashamed to say that, with a 151.3372. But we got some yellow ones on the ribs. Okay, here we go. Ribs. Let me get to the rib encyclopedia here. Ribs. The 876 was too smoky. Don't know. It's a smoker, right? I mean, I know I didn't ever smoke my ribs. All I could taste was, quote, smoke. I don't know. I mean, I taste rib and sauce and seasoning, however, and it was a little dry, very dry. Now, it was a little underdone versus where we was at in Crisfield. I will say that, but 5 degrees must make a difference. So that was one comment card. looking for another one. No, that's the only comment card we got. So it was a 976, 987, 977, 998, 876, 978. Apparently they wasn't tender enough, and I kind of figured that out, I guess. I mean, I guess we'll just leave it at that. So here is a bright side of things. It gets a little brighter as we get on in meats. We did score a 13th place. They say an honorable mention, but I'll call it a walk and a call for pork. Right there, we got us a ribbon. And I have a picture of right here. Well, me and Miss Grace went up and got the picture. I'm very proud of that moment. There it was. 988, 887, 989, 999, 989, 988. We finished third on our table, and we was able to come out of there with a 168.5256 in pork, which leads me to believe our pork is consistent. Again, see, out of 65 teams, man, that was a hell of a field up there. But we have a yellow card, a 976. Here we go. He liked the way it looked, but gave me a bland, no flavor, a 7. Now, a friend of mine, also a team, says that this comment irritates him more than anything, and I believe him. Okay, think about it. To you judges, or anybody, it says pork is bland. We put 20 ounces of injection in 2 pork butts. Okay, number 1, flavor, all kinds. 2, we rub it with 3 different rubs. Okay, 3, think about it. And not only do we inject it and rub it, but we smoke it for a while. So the last thing, and then we sauce it. No shit. We sauce it. So the last thing I would really want to hear that my food is bland and no flavor. Good figure. Now I can see if we didn't inject it, put salt and pepper on it, baked it in the oven, and didn't put any sauce on it, then you're talking about some bland ass pork. But because we have all the finest injections and rubs and smoker and sauces available since 1956, our pork is anything but bland. And then here's another one. Well, pork butt is full of, fat and injection and all that happiness, false states that we spent a lot of money to buy, and it was too tough, chewy, and dry. Now, Miss Katie will attest to this. My pork is anything but dry. You squeeze the money muscle, slice, and the juice comes out. I guess I done squeezed all the moisture out of it, and I should just throw it in the trash. That is just a bunch of crap. Okay. And that is the last comment card for pork. But we got 13th place for our no flavor, dry, chewy pork. There we go. Now here's the kicker. Is where brisket's was good the first half of the season. Now it seems like we're just cooking the beef. Because I haven't changed a thing. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. And our brisket score is hurting. So, 46th place out of 65 in brisket. 999. Here's a kicker. Now pay attention, people. This is where it gets confusing. 999. Looking up. 878. Second slice. 877. Oh, third slice for a $9.99. 888. That is the fourth slice. Count it, people. From the $9.99 slice, which is the very first slice in the box. 877, which is the fifth slice. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive slices, like a loaf of bread. And then the sixth, and we put like 8 pieces in there. 966. Boy, I guess the best slice was 999. It was the very first one. They're all consecutive. Like it's life, you know. You got, and we didn't put burn ends in the box. Yeah, you got me. So anyway, I guess we, you know, they don't like brisket in New Holland, PA. Because maybe it wasn't cooked on a Meadow Creek. Maybe that's what it was at. It's just a little joke. You have to go to, like, the only smoker you can find in New Holland is a Meadow Creek. Because they're built there, like right in the middle of town. And New Holland farming equipment. So, you know, if you want to smoke or bale hay or some shit, you can go there and get some. Here's a brisket card. I think it's only one of them. Yes. It looked, this is our 9.6. This is judge number 6. It looked very appealing. Huh? Looking up. Huh? Too salty. Grainy and gristle. That was a $200 piece of roast beef, I reckon, because there wasn't a gristle one in any of those slices. Nothing. It's not like you're giving them pot roast, you know, from a slow cooker and the ass end of the cow. And I don't know, maybe they didn't like brisket in New Holland. Okay. That was, our score for brisket. Now, let's not leave that embarrassment out. A 154.8228. That is 12 points below our average. And we finished the day in 4 meats with a 635.7712 proudly. It's a shitty result. And it's just very disappointing. I felt I had a good cook, and good night's sleep, and good start to the day. You know, felt we wasn't rushed for time, except for Chef's Choice. But got me. Maybe it was Miss Katie's 3-day walk she had to go to turn the stuff in. I don't know. Could have. Maybe it was cold as ice by the time you got there. I don't know. I know, it's just...
I know. I mean, then again, it could have been because most of the time people weren't getting out of your way, and half the time they were taking a good old time getting anything open.
I think they were delivering in walkers, to be honest with you. Well, anyway, if you're from Eastern Pennsylvania and you are 65 years old and cook on a Meadow Creek, that is the competition for you. We'll go back next year, maybe. I doubt it. I don't know. Shit, I may be retired by that time. I don't know. All right, here we go. Now, me being the brazen, ballsy guy that I am, I'd say, yeah, I'll do sausage category. Well, you know, you take a pound of sausage up and you garnish a box and you take time to think I'm going to do this fatty and deliver this nice sausage meatloaf with some lot of flavoring with Rich's River Dirt in it and, you know, a nice barbecue sauce and a nice little, you know, nice little flavor from the Gateway. Nope, can't do it. Can't do sauce. Can't do fatties. Can't do scotched eggs. Can't do, well, shit, you can't do nothing. You can do meatballs, sausage balls, and patties. What? So yeah, so there goes the fatty right out the window, and I just did sausage balls, and I injected them. However, again, not real good. 29th place in sausage, 877, 857, 878, 988, 997, and 9798. I don't know what the hell it was. Oh, wait a minute, there's a sausage page. Hold on. Let me get to it. Swear it's coming up. Ah, there it is. A 158.2744. First time I ever did a sausage ancillary, and it will be the last. I can promise you that. Because it seems like you can't do shit to make balls and patties. And I don't know how much boring you can make sausage, but whatever. So the KCBS rules are pretty lame when it comes to sausage. So we just opt out of that. Here, I got some of these beautiful comments on my sausage balls. My balls were just like unknown flavor. I would say they were sweaty, but these were sausage balls that I made on the smoker. They had a funny taste. My balls had a funny taste. The best way you can deal with some of this stuff is just to make fun of it and not do it again. Here we got another comment card. Look like meatballs. Well, yeah, because that's all you could do. Great smoke and sauce flavor. But they gave you a 7 on appearance. What? 9 on taste. They look like dog food, but man, it sure did taste good. And the tenderness was a little dry. Oh yeah, they were dry. I need to drink about 4 gallons of water with them. I knew they were shitty, but whatever, you know. Anyway, and the very last chef's choice. Now, I'll tell you what I did. I have a video on my channel, on this channel right here, the one you're watching, that I did a grilled filet mignon with a shrimp Oscar sauce. So I said, you know, what the hell? First time ever doing chef's choice, I'll do this. Boy, was it almost a meltdown. Because not only we didn't prepare anything, we had the steaks were delivered by Smoking Dudes up in Pennsylvania. You should check them out. Smoking Dudes Barbecue. I'll try to leave a link somewhere. If I don't, then get off your ass and Google them. If you're living in my area. So, you know, I tell you, it was crazy. I started to grill, to grill these things. Okay, and then I was trying to put brisket together and all this. Well, apparently, Royal Oak, hard lump, as quality made as it is, and I'm being very sarcastic if you can pick it up, burnt down to nothing in the stovepipe. I mean, it was full, overflowing, and it just nothing. It looked like I burnt 10 newspapers in it by the time it burnt down. So I dumped it in the grill, and I asked Kate, I said, what the hell is this? There's no heat. I couldn't even blanch that steak with that heat. Hell, it wouldn't even cook the shrimp. So lucky me, we had a cast iron skillet on standby and a butane burner in the trailer. So we fired that puppy up, And we burnt the garlic. I mean, it was over brown. I mean, we were cooking the shit out of that stuff. We put butter in there, I think. And then there was onions, which they were brown. They were burnt. And then we had celery that was crunchy. Okay.
I was doing the best I could.
Failure upon us is imminent. So I was getting very pissed. I was getting irritated. Trying not to get short with anybody, but it didn't work. And then had to cut the shrimp up and and we had to cook the shrimp in the pan too. And I mean, we were throwing the heat to that stuff. I mean, smoke was rolling. I mean, I just we had to get an entry in. So, and then the steak wasn't cooking. So I put the steak in the cast iron pan. Boy, it had a hell of a crust on it. And I temped them, they were like 140. And I was like, well. And I put them in the dishes that we were going to serve them at. Blood is running. I mean, in these little things, with little boats. And she's like, the blood's in there. I'm like, well, you know what, nothing we could do. So we took and put the sauce on top of the bloody meat, which wasn't raw. It was done, by the way. It was just medium rare. And then I said, well, shit, we ain't got no shrimp to put on top for, looking good stuff. So she said, well, I'll just get a piece of kale, kale. So she put kale on top of them. And then all of them wouldn't fit in the box. So we had to, put one kind of off to the side. And, Anyway, and then I was like, the hell with it. Turn it in, shut the box, and she was off. And then we were eating filet mignon with shrimp Oscar sauce and a pile of shrimp the rest of the afternoon. So, here you go. Upon turning in that mess of a chef's choice, and we turned in better barbecue than our chef's choice, apparently they like burnt chef's choice filet mignon in New Holland, Pennsylvania. Oh, man, look at it. Look a little bit. Look, when I say clippity clop, look at this shit. Look. Yeah, that's what you saw all weekend. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop. And then you're looking at them like, man, look at that. That's awesome. And we were backed up right up to the street. And here's a picture of, I was backed up to the street. I'll show you a picture right there. And all of a sudden they're clippity clop, you're like, wow, look at that. Look, kids, there's a horse and buggy with Amish people. And they're looking at you like you are from Mars and have 3 eyes. I'm telling you, it was amazing. The weird looks, they were like, wow, look at the Amish. They were like, oh my God, what is that? So anyway, I mean, I'm not picking fun at the Amish people, but they really need to get the hell out of New Holland, Pennsylvania, and see the sights of the rest of the world. So we got a third place chef's choice. We'll get back to, 999 988 999 999 899 999. Apparently they hate barbecue, but man, they love some burnt up steak. So that being said, our score was 179.4400. There was 2 180s in front of me. Got me, buddy. There was 28 people, 29 through 33. They didn't turn in anything. They must have missed their window with Brisket. I don't blame them. We almost did. So we'll take that. Third place. It was a money. I don't know how much money it was. Was it 100?
150 bucks,
I don't know, 100 something. Barely, it didn't even cover the fuel. Well, I covered the fuel and some expense, but whatever. We spent that shit in seconds when we got home. Wow, right? So we got a 13th place honorable mention, call and pork, and for a really seared chef's choice, we did phenomenal. So, with the frustrations of other categories. All right. And with the frustrations of any other category, all the other categories, we did fine. I'll bring that home, whatever. So we're 11 comps for the year and 14 calls. We got 2 competitions that we're doing, and one's this weekend in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. It's smoking the, excuse me, damn me chickens. Smoking the Park. I don't think that we're gonna have one in November. I think we're done at BBQ. But if we GC one of these last 2, we might think about we might go to North Carolina. I doubt it. I don't know. We'll think about it. But anyway, I just had a barbecue class yesterday down at Dave Pavone's house, at Pavone Brothers Barbecue. And my game has stepped up a little bit. There is a little bit of tweaking that needed to be done. And I believe I found it. So I'm hoping that we go to Lemoyne and we have a better turnout than we did in New Holland. Normally Pennsylvania don't treat us too bad, but that place hates us. They almost hate this. All the West Virginia sign. I was like, that's it. That's it. No, hillbillies aren't allowed. So anyway, guys, if you want some Rich's River dirt, it's on our website. I'll leave the promo code, and it's only good till January. Well, I think December 30th, whenever New Year's Eve is. That is gone. It's 10% River Smokers 2019, all small letters. I'll leave it, you already saw it. Go to richesriverbbq.com and pick you up some Rich's River dirt. And I got this stuff on my website. It's a guy that I know out in Missouri. The Big K's Glaze. Very interesting stuff. It's different. Very different. I can't explain it. We particularly, we don't use it a lot. It's got some heat, so I think that they would, I don't know if it would do good on this side of the Mississippi for barbecue or in the competitions, but I'm afraid to try it. So, in a comp, I'm afraid. But it's got not a bad flavor. A little warm. It's different. It's got different twang. So give her a try. Go to my website and give it a try. So, guys, I'm glad. I'm sorry I know cooking videos for you haters out there that's getting on me about, I thought this was a cooking channel. Well, when you're cooking twice a month, sometimes 3 a month, and you don't want to have a lot of salt intake, but winter's coming, and we are gathering a lot of recipes. There's going to be a lot of gateway cooks. We're going to have competition trim videos. We're going to have how you cook, you cook this on the Weber or the Gateway, and this on the Backwoods, and it's coming. So you just be patient with me. But thanks for guys that has stuck with me. We're almost at the 3,000 sub mark, 2960 I think it is. So guys, like and subscribe and share with your friends and family and the world. And when you do share with them, tell them the best barbecue comes from the river. That was for you, Scott Sinene. Love you, buddy. And we'll see you on the next one.